Welcome to Transitions in ECE. This information is presented by the Pennsylvania Key on behalf of the Office of Child Development and Early Learning. Transitions in early childhood care and education settings refer to how children move from one environment, routine, or experience to another. These transitions are crucial moments that can affect children's emotional, social, and cognitive development. Pause and think about the number of transitions you have in your daily schedule. How many times per day do you say, line up, clean up, or go to the group carpet? When it comes to young children, changes in routine or environment can feel overwhelming and unsettling. This is because young children often rely on structure and consistency to understand the world around them. A predictable and gentle transition helps them feel more secure by giving them a sense of control over their environment, even if that environment is changing. Let's break down why this is so important. Development of trust and emotional security. Young children are in the process of building trust and emotional security with their caregivers, environments, and routines. When transitions are handled predictably, children learn that they can trust the adults around them to guide them through changes. For instance, if a child knows that after morning playtime there will be a calming transition to a story or song, they learn to expect and feel comfortable with this change. Children may feel anxious, unsettled, or even fearful if transitions are abrupt or unexpected. Over time, consistent, gentle transitions help children develop emotional resilience as they understand that change is a natural part of their day and can be navigated in a calm and predictable way. Reduction of anxiety and stress. Transitions can trigger anxiety in young children because they often disrupt their sense of routine or control. This anxiety is particularly strong when children are placed in unfamiliar situations or environments. Without preparation, children may react with resistance, crying, or tantrums. Predictable transitions, such as giving children a warning ahead of time, example, in 5 minutes we will finish our activity and clean up, allow children to mentally prepare for the shift. This reduces the emotional intensity of the transition as they are not caught off guard. When children are given enough time to prepare, they feel more in control of the situation, which can greatly reduce the stress. Improve focus and engagement. When transitions are predictable and structured, children are more likely to engage with the upcoming activity. A sudden shift from one activity to another can leave a child feeling disoriented or distracted. For example, if children are playing with blocks and suddenly called for outdoor time with no transition, they may have difficulty switching from block play to gross motor play. A gentle transition allows children to mentally and emotionally prepare for the next activity, leading to better focus. This preparation phase can involve simple rituals like singing a song, giving a countdown, or using visual cues that signal what's coming next. This not only helps children feel secure, but also supports their ability to move from one task to another without confusion or frustration. Support for developing self-regulation. Transitions offer an excellent opportunity for children to practice self-regulation, which is a key aspect of emotional and behavioral development. Children who experience sudden or unstructured transitions may struggle with emotional outbursts or difficulty shifting their focus. However, when transitions are supported with consistent routines, children learn to regulate their emotions better. For example, if a child knows that cleanup time is followed by a short period of quiet time or a favorite story, they are more likely to engage with the activity in a calm manner. Over time, children begin to recognize that transitions are part of the rhythm of their day and that they can manage their emotions as they prepare for changes in routine. Promotion of social skills. Transitions can also provide opportunities for children to practice social skills, such as taking turns, waiting patiently, or following directions. When transitions are managed smoothly, children can interact more positively with their peers and caregivers. For example, during a transition, children might learn to help clean up or wait for their turn in a group activity, fostering cooperation and social learning. Moreover, predictable transitions reduce frustration, which can otherwise lead to conflicts between children. When children understand what's expected during a transition, they are less likely to act out in response to confusion or anxiety. Supporting cognitive development. Predictable transitions also aid in cognitive development by helping children make connections between activities. As children experience transitions regularly, they begin to understand time concepts like soon or after, and they learn to sequence their daily activities. This cognitive development is reinforced when transitions happen in an orderly, predictable manner. For example, children learn that nap time or outdoor playtime comes after lunch. This understanding helps them develop a sense of time, which is important for later learning, such as understanding daily schedules and routines in school settings. Let's check your understanding by thinking about a few true or false statements. When transitions are handled predictably, children learn that they can trust the adults around them to guide them through changes. If you said true, you are correct. When transitions are predictable and structured, children are more likely to feel disoriented or distracted. If your answer was false, you are correct. When transitions are supported with consistent routines, children learn to regulate their emotions better. If you answered true, you are correct. In early childhood settings, transitions can include transition between activities, transition between environments, transition to new caregivers or educators, transition between stages of development, transition to school. Transition between activities. The transition between activities often occurs throughout the day. These transitions may include moving from group time to playtime, from indoor play to outdoor play, from story time to meals, from meals to nap, and so forth. Children may struggle with changes in routine, so a predictable and gentle transition can help them feel more secure and ready to engage in the next activity. You can help ease the transition between activities by reducing the amount of time children need to wait with nothing to do. Be prepared in advance for the next activity. When children are expected to sit quietly while you prepare materials, they may lose interest in the upcoming activity, become bored, or exhibit frustration. The same is true for children who are expected to wait in line or wait at the table for meals to be served. Transition activities are strategies or activities used to support children as they move from one routine or setting to another. These activities help children prepare for change, ease anxiety, and ensure a smooth shift in focus. Using a variety of transition activities in early childhood settings can help children manage the natural shifts that happen throughout their day. These activities provide structure, predictability, and emotional support, allowing children to move between activities with less stress and more engagement. By making transitions fun and consistent, caregivers can ensure that children feel secure and ready to participate in each new part of their day. Some examples of transition activities that can help children manage changes smoothly include Songs and rhymes. Singing a familiar song or nursery rhyme can serve as a cue that signals a transition is about to happen. The rhythm and melody help children anticipate the next step and can be calming. Counting down. A countdown, such as a 5-minute warning or the use of a timer, can help children mentally prepare for the transition. It gives them a sense of control and time to wrap up the current activity. Movement breaks. Physical movement can help children release excess energy and refocus during a transition, especially if they are moving from a high energy activity to a quieter one. Movement breaks may include animal walks, such as hop like a frog. They can also be a dance break or even a stretching or breathing activity. Routine and rituals. Predictable routines or rituals help children feel secure because they know what to expect. Rituals can signal the end of one activity and the start of another. Some examples include singing a good morning song at the start of each day, or dimming the lights and playing lullaby music at the start of nap. Transition games. Games can make transitions feel like a fun challenge rather than an abrupt change. Children often respond well to games because they engage in structured activities with a clear purpose. Playing Simon Says, I Spy, or musical chairs are examples of transition games. Transition between environments. This type of transition includes moving from home to childcare, from one room to another within the same setting, or from a childcare center to school. These transitions can be challenging for children, especially those younger or with limited exposure to other settings. The process of familiarizing them with new caregivers, routines, and environments should be gradual and supported by caregivers. A strategy to support the children between environments may include using transfer objects. A transfer object, like a special item or toy, can help children move from one activity to another by giving them something familiar and comforting. You may also offer children the opportunity to watch out the window for their family to depart or arrive. Transition to new caregivers or educators. This occurs when a child moves to a new class or teacher in the same setting, or when the primary caregiver changes. Children often form strong attachments to caregivers, and a change can create feelings of insecurity or anxiety. Careful planning and communication between caregivers can help ease this transition. Transition between stages of development. This type of transition happens gradually, yet moving from being an infant to a toddler or from a toddler to preschool can create great transitions. As children develop, their needs change. This transition requires adapting environments and activities to better match their developmental stage. Children will need materials that challenge their growing minds. Transition to school. Moving from early childhood education to kindergarten or primary school is a major milestone and can bring up concerns about new routines, teachers, peer interactions, and academic expectations. A positive transition to school can foster a love of learning and set the stage for future educational success. Using role play and drama as a transition strategy can make the change more enjoyable and less stressful for children. It gives them a chance to understand the process in a playful way. Telling a story about transitions helps children understand the process and can be soothing. It can also introduce a new routine or provide reassurance about upcoming changes. Let's check in on your understanding. Which of the following strategies will support children with transitions? Consistent routines, gradual transitions, supportive communication, familiarization, emotional support. If you selected all of them, you are correct. Transitions are natural, but they can be challenging for young children. So, careful planning and strategies to support their emotional and developmental needs are key. Creating a supportive, predictable environment and taking a child centered approach ensures a smoother transition, allowing children to feel safe, confident, and ready to engage with their new experiences. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about transitions in ECE.